Check out Carefree Black Girl. And every Sunday you go off on Twitter.
Yeah, I try to, because it's Carefree Black Girl Sunday. That's their thing that I was introduced to as I became a part of the brand. And every Sunday we just try to show love to other Carefree Black girls, whether it's your brand, whether you're posting selfies. I love seeing the selfies, the Carefree videos. Like, I'm always going to ask for them. But, we just try to amplify, being carefree and being comfortable with yourself. Like, being carefree is not about not giving a per se. It's about being comfortable in your skin, right? And doing the things that you want to do and being confident in those things, right? That's what being, to me, is kind of being carefree. So, we want to push that to people.
Welcome to Outside the Algorithm, where you'll find a universe of independent voices. I am your host, Samuel Patrick, aka Drift Sonics, and today I'd like to introduce you to DJ Candy Raine. She is a veteran DJ, a personal trainer, and entertainment personality. You can catch her in Boston, Atlanta, and all over the map with the Carefree Black Girl Cookout Tour. She's also a host on their podcast and the Playbook ATL as well. Plus, you remember Miss Hot Sauce? Well, she's also got a show every week on Spark FM. She's got a lot going on, y'all. No other way to put it. In this intro, we'll learn about all these different outlets, her approach to DJing and life, personal fitness, and we'll share a lot of laughs. We've been putting together transcripts of these convos, and Lindsay, who edits them, specifically noted she was catching herself just laughing along with Candy throughout. She really is a joy to be around, y'all. And if you want to hear more, our members have access to the extended convo, and you can too. It's wicked easy to join. Just click the link in the description. It's free. You'll also get the hot sauce, cake swag, Lore Gold, and all our future convos in the extended format. Plus, we got more exclusives coming up, so it's definitely something to stay tuned into. But without further ado, DJ Candy Raine.
So, Carefree Black Girl. Wow, I just actually interviewed the owner of them this past week. And that, I will say, was my savior when I first moved down here. I moved down here in July of 2017. Again, I felt like I was pretty hot during that time. Boston, my name had a little buzz. If I don't talk my shit too much, but I would like to say my name had a nice little buzz at that time. And when I first moved down here, was depressed, right? The summer came and they do a cookout, an annual cookout. And I seen that they needed DJs. So I shot my shot because I wasn't getting gigs. I didn't really know nobody. So I'm like, well, I got to start from, square one. And I've already heard of them through when we were doing Code Eclectic stuff, right? So long story short, I DJ'd there. They liked my set. And I found out the owner at the time had lived like maybe 5-10 minutes away from me after I took her home one night. And after that, we just connected and we continued to work together. And I've been a part of the brand kind of ever since. So now I'm on their podcast that they have. But and we do a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to be on South by Southwest. And, we do other things as well. So we like to give back to the community. So we've been into colleges and like set up like, last year was my first time doing a vision board, and I did it with a lot of the girls at, I want to say we're at Clark, Atlanta. Sorry, I smoke a lot of weed, I forget. But we were definitely at a college. They were out there getting people to register to vote during that time when that was going on, trying to get Biden in office. So, we do a little mix of everything, and it's kind of my way of giving back. Because I know it's very easy to get caught up in the hoorah of the DJ world and things like that. And I'm still a human at the end of the day, and I still care about society. And I don't want to think that people think that I'm all about the turn up, because I'm not, right? I like to have fun, but I also think it's important to be a human and give back to society. And this is kind of my way of doing it. So, and I would love to help out as many people within our age group as possible, because if I can help you create these healthy habits now, not I per se, but we can save a population, right? Because what you do is going to help your friends are going to pick up on it, then your children and things like that. So my job is to try to help my people within my age group, you know, build as many healthy habits as possible and find a balance within working out and living, right? I will eat a pizza. We went to JR Crickets and got wings and fries and fried pickles and stuff.
Yep.
I still live my life, right? But I can do that because there's a balance, right? And I want people to know that that's okay, and it doesn't have to just be all 100% like, it's like, nah, like there's a balance and you can do that. So tap in with me, man. If you got questions, please. When I train people, I don't want to train you to show you that I can kill you and make you sore. That's not my objective. My objective is to show you how to move in healthy and fun ways and make you want to actually come back and do it. If I kill you and make you sore for a week, you are not going to want to see me. Right? So, you know, I definitely take, you know, everyone's where they're at into mine.
It seems like people are caring more about local music. How are you staying tapped in with that, or do you need to? Because like you said, you're playing more dance hall and this and that. Like you're playing sort of a different style.
So here's my beef with keeping up to date with local artists. I would love to, and some local artists do a great job at getting you their music. There's a lot of music out right now, right? So unless you're making a point to get some of your music to me, I'm gonna miss some of it because I am going to be trying to find some artists out here that I want to support, right? And I kind of had that beef before I left. It's like I connected with a lot of artists because I did showcases and stuff, but you know, the follow-up, like people would get mad when you don't play their song when they walk in the club. It's like, bro, did you send me the MP3? Like you want to stop my set, what I'm doing right now, or in the middle of it, you want me to go on Google, download your music and play? How entitled are you? When you could have sent me your song, you know, a day before and I would have already had it loaded up. So it's one of those things where like I would love to, and I'm still keeping my eye out on it because I love hearing refreshing things, but I don't always want to hear what's on the radio. I want to hear some different things. But I'm looking for it, but I'm not like searching for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, Twitter helps me out with that a lot. You know, people in Boston know each other. So if I see someone that's up and coming and a lot of people are supporting, then, you know, that might be my way of keeping my eye out on them. Social media probably helps out more there. Here it's a little bit easier, but I'm always looking because I want to hear heat. Like if I can break an artist, I don't want to meet an artist when they're at their peak. Like, I'd rather be your official DJ from the mud. Let's get out the mud together, right? So for me, I work with Quana. Shout out to Quana. She's out here. But yeah, like I've always wanted to, like, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Essentially, that's the goal. So yeah, so I do like to search for it, but they got to do a better job at getting it to me as well, if that makes sense.
And you are competing with national artists because that's where it's at.
That's where it's at. So it's like, you have to get me your music. Like, you have to, you know.
Because they're sending it.
They're sending it. I have record pools. Like, there's been very few times where I've looked in a record pool and I'm like, oh, shoot, like, your music is up here. That's cool. And again, there's very few people. Like, yeah, I get music. Def Jam, I'm on their thing. They send me their music. Like, you have to send your music. That's the thing. So local artists, holla at me, man. I want to support, especially on Spark FM. We're in Boston, so like that's so Boston based. Like I want to keep y'all in rotation. Like please, but make it easy for me, man.
Yeah.
Those would be my gems. It's like take advantage. Find a silver lining in the craziness of what we're in, because that has what's helped me flourish. And we're going to have moments where humans, again, like I mentioned earlier, I was down at some points, but I was looking for something to kind of get me going, right? So look for something, have something to look forward to and to keep you going, and be mindful and take advantage of the time.
DJ Candy Raine, y'all. Shout out to her for always supplying the vibes. Shout out to y'all for rocking with us. We're actually going to be back with Candy next Thursday, March 10th at noon. We're doing a live Q&A. So if you have follow-up questions, comments, or if you just want, a little more candy in your life, definitely tune in. That'll be noon on March 10th. So if you have questions or comments, you can drop those right below, or you can hit us at LFOD Life on your preferred social media Plus, you're welcome to join us the day of the convo. The live chat will be rocking. You can contribute there. We can also bring you on screen, so if that's something you're interested in, feel free to come camera ready and tap in with Candy directly. It's going to be a good time. Thursday at noon. You can find out more about all this at www.lfod.life, where you can also become a member. And part of the perks of membership is you'll get a monthly newsletter where all this will be delivered to your inbox, along with other music, videos, etc. that we're feeling. So you'll really be getting outside the algorithm. You won't have to worry about catching us in your scroll, in your feed. We'll just bring it right to you, and we'll do our part to connect you with these artists. We got a great lineup coming up this year, so I'm very excited to share that with y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with us. Shout out to Candy Raine. Shout out the whole LFOD team and all our members who make this possible. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Bobby Bangers is my OG. He's my mentor. Like, much love to him. He taught me how to use turntables in Picasso. So, you know, yeah, shout out to those places.
I didn't know you had the Bobby Bangers.
Oh, I was his little protege. I was supposed to be his little protege in my head, but you know. But yeah, that's my guy. Like, he legit took his time to teach me how to use the turntables, because I knew as a woman DJ, people were going to ask me that. And to this day, almost 10 years later, I think I'm 8 years in the game now, some people still like, oh, you're a girl DJ? You know how to use turntables? That's so offensive. Stop doing that, because y'all don't ask men DJs that at all. Like, if a guy tells you he's a DJ, he's a DJ.
Positivity is a better movement. Let us do this. Level up and get into this evolution. Revolutionary method music. Get us choosing everything but less excuses. Shout out to the kings and queens with everything to lose. They never lose it.
There's so much glory in the story.